This is the 2025 Mazda CX-30. It is a compact 5-passenger, 2-row SUV that is fun on curvy roads, but a fuel-efficient vehicle that offers good technology, excellent safety, and standard all-wheel drive. The CX-30 is a front-engine, 5-passenger, 4-door SUV. Some people call it a crossover. There is a carbon turbo edition that comes with the optional 250 horsepower engine. We'll talk about that when we go under the hood in just a second. LED headlights and taillights are standard. The Select Sport trim level has 18-inch wheels with black metallic finish, black side mirror caps, black faux leather upholstery, a leather-wrapped steering wheel and shifter, as well as dual-zone automatic climate control. The top trim level also offers a power-operated rear liftgate. Warranty is 3 years, 36,000 miles, and there is no scheduled maintenance included. For 2024, there are no exterior upgrades. Coming around to the back of the CX-30, you've got the upper wing and the wiper blade down here, and everyone who knows me has seen our reviews before. I prefer it tucked up underneath the upper wing. The reason for that is these wiper blades are expensive, and also they get a lot of damage because of the weather, ice scraping, and just wear and tear. LED taillights, CX-30, and all-wheel drive, which the full lineup is, as well as the Skyactiv turbo engine, which is our trim level. Cargo space with the second row, which splits 60-40, is 20.2 cubic feet of storage. When you fold down that second row, you're at 45.5 cubic feet of storage. A spare tire is included, which is a major plus and not seen on many of its competitors. The Mazda CX-30 seats 5 people, although quite tight in the second row, available heated front seats, as well as the top spec premium trim, which adds leather upholstery. In the second row, there are 2 latch systems for child safety seats, and that's on the outboard sides. Under the hood is an entry-level 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that has 191 horsepower, backed by a 6-speed automatic transmission that gets 29 miles to the gallon combined, with a 0 to 60 time of 8.1 seconds. Our test vehicle is the optional, more powerful 250 horsepower turbocharged version that has 250 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque, and gets 25 miles to the gallon combined, a 0 to 60 time of 5.8 seconds. All CX-30s are all-wheel drive. They are nimble, athletic, and fun to drive and ride on 18-inch wheels. Not too bad for a small, compact SUV. Has really good pickup. It has nice tight handling, which is one of the things you don't typically get in these compact crossovers. They're a little on the sloppy side as far as like the steering input is very casual and not sporty. Mazda's always been about zoom zoom, which makes it a fun to drive SUV, but all of their SUVs are not what people expect. So if you haven't test driven a Mazda in a while, I highly recommend it. I'm not even in the sport mode. I'm just driving it in the normal mode, and it's fun to drive. Now you can change it to the sport mode. Push that forward, and now we're in sport mode, and it has a little better pickup. Is it necessary? No, it's too much fun to drive in the mode that it's in. Safety is an important factor when it comes to any vehicle, and the CX-30, even though it's small, has a 5-star crash test rating, which is super important from NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So you're getting not just top safety, but you're also getting a fun to drive car. The vehicle not just has good pickup, but it has good brakes, nice tight handling, which is also important. But there really isn't any negatives about the handling of this vehicle, especially for the size. The only issue I have is the center screen. Now, they come standard with the smaller screen. This is the 9-inch larger screen that you get in the turbo version. It is not a touch screen. Yes, it's sort of a bit of a reach. So what they've done is they've created a dial, much like the original BMW iDrive, where you have to turn the dial. I kind of wished you could touch the screen, because we're all kind of used to that. I've talked to Mazda about it, and that's part of their safety, that they want you to use the dial. To me, is just as much of a distraction as reaching over to touch it. But again, everybody is completely different. So you can use your navigation by pressing the button. You can go to your audio system, which is AM, FM. Of course, Sirius XM, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto are standard. And then you can go to your home screen, which will give you your communication and all your settings. In your settings, you can shut off all of the safety features, turn them all on, whatever you want. Everybody's different. I'm not a fan of lane departure warning. Some people are. Again, personal choice. especially if you tend to be distracted by life in general. I think it's a nice thing to have it, especially for a new driver. It's important for them to get comfortable with remembering to stay in their lane. Again, safety is important here, and that's why they have a 5-star crash test rating. Now, you can also go the other direction. You got all your information, your entertainment is all right there. This car is really fun on the curves. I mean, you can feel that it's gripping the curve. It's really easy to drive, and it's a really great starter car also. If you've got a new driver and you're thinking, I need to get them into something safe, something that they can have fun in but still be controlled, this is a great choice because this vehicle is not crazy expensive, but it's also safe. You can always replace cars. You can't replace people. Turning radius on this is nice and tight. A tight turning radius makes it easier to park, easier to get into your garage. No matter where you're going, it's going to make you get that confidence behind the wheel that's really important. Overall, this vehicle offers a lot of features, a lot of options, as well as easy to read gauges. They're all black and white. There's no funky colors. There's nothing that makes it difficult to drive. You've got your climate control, easy to use, heated front seats, heated steering wheel, wireless charging, 2 cup holders, an actual shifter versus some of these other weird buttons and things that other manufacturers offer. Everything's easy to use, except for maybe that center screen. It's something you have to get used to. Personally, I want a touch screen. Again, that's a personal choice, but this is certainly a great value. Now let's talk about the competitors, my pros and cons, and the prices. There are some pros and cons when it comes to the 2025 Mazda CX-30. On the plus side, the powerful engine as well as that optional turbocharged engine are really nice and sporty, and the handling is really good on a small, compact crossover. Ample standard features, which I found to be really nice, as well as the driver aids, which you can shut off, which you cannot do on all of its competitors, and those premium interior materials are excellent as well. On the negative side, below average fuel economy for this category. We'll talk about the competitors in just a second. And the transmission can be slow to downshift, especially when you put your foot in it. That's something that it's important to note. There is some blind spots on this car, which is to be expected, and that second row I think is a bit on the tight side, but again, all the competitors are as well. And speaking of competitors, the Volkswagen Taos, the Chevrolet Trax, the Hyundai Kona, Subaru Crosstrek, the Buick Envista, the Kia Soul, and the Kia Seltos are all direct competitors to this vehicle, and that's because the price point is right in that sweet spot. Prices start at $26,370 going up to $36,800. But if you want the test vehicle that we have, it comes in around $38,900. It is fully loaded, which is the vehicles they give us. So you can see all those great features and decide what works best for you or doesn't. Again, it's not just what you want, but what you really need. If you have any additional questions about the 2025 Mazda CX-30, put them down in the comments below. Let's start the conversation. If you got value from this video, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. If you'd like to support our channel, there's a link down below. You can buy me a cup of coffee and all the ways to reach me on social media. I'm LaurenFix. Thank you so much for watching.